Let's forge a new future together. The conference comes to an end with all sides weary of its new direction but optimistic. Welcome back, everyone. This is Panicking with GreyWolfs and we are back with some more Stellaris Star Trek New Horizons mod. There is the USS Defiant from Deep Space Nine. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe and ring that bell for notifications. You'll know each and every time we post a video, and we're going to get right back into Stellaris where we last left off from the Expanse and saving Earth. There is also a new game coming out October 12th of this year called Star Trek Infinite. From what I'm seeing, it looks like basically Stellaris world in Star Trek. And with the 4 playable, I think civilizations are the Federation, Klingon, Cardassian, and Romulan so far. So maybe they'll do some upgrades to that, eventually releasing more. That's something to look forward to. We will be, of course, playing that one as well. See how it goes. If it goes all right, we might switch over to it from Stellaris, but jumping back to Stellaris in regular Stellaris gameplay or the Star Wars mod. NCC 1701D, that is the Enterprise. Here we are, back at Earth Sol system. Gathering up exploration on some of these systems as best we can, and or at least putting an observation post in them as well. That place is on survey. We got 10 left here, 8 left there. Kappa Francis is finished, and we're heading over there. And I believe that is all of my science ships that are available at the moment. Seems we have a good bit of transport fleets here. I'm gonna merge them all together. Anomalies we are going to leave be for now. We will clean those up a little bit later on. Alright, now that the crisis on Mars, that was the last thing we did by defeating Paxton and the Terra Prime movement. So now that the crisis on Mars has been resolved, it is once again possible to use the Verteron array for its intended purposes. Terraforming engineers have already started preparations, and soon the surface of Mars can be transformed into a more habitable planet or state. All that is needed is the amount of energy to power the Verteron array. Okay, so that gives us an option under, if we go to the Mars colony, under decisions, to fund the Martian terraforming project. So we'll have them do that. Go ahead and get our fleet upgraded. Got a light cruiser and a frigate. We don't need either one of them. We're just going to stick with NX classes at the moment. That's immigration, and we now have a new captain under Charles Tripp Tucker from Enterprise. And with that, we need to go ahead and build us a new fleet. Iota or Terra Nova. We'll throw a couple NX classes in there to get them built up, and those will be the ones that are built for Tripp Tucker to command. Let's go ahead and get the San Francisco shipyards and a trade depot put in here at our main star base. After many years of conflict and tension, diplomats from nearby Alpha and Beta Quadrant powers have arranged a peace summit in location in the Babel 1 to chart a course for the future. Representatives from Earth, Teller Prime, the Tellarites, Andoria, Andorians, and Vulcans will be in attendance. The military escort should carry our top diplomat to this conference, which would change the course of galactic diplomacy in this region of space and results in each race working more closely together. I'm sorry, I'm getting blah 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 blah. So we have the conference, get all of our people together. We've got more than enough time to take care of that. We finally secured all the inside area of our space, and the Babel 1 conference is right here at Wolf 424, so that's not going to be an issue. We already have Jonathan Archer there. He is surveying ships, so by the time he gets through surveying this entire system, he can jump on that Babel 1 conference, because like I said, we have 1,764 days left. We have plenty of time to make sure that that's gets taken care of. Got another construction mining station at Capella. Got some stellar entry voted to form a federation. Okay, so that's the Betazoid and the trio coming together. He's got 5 more there. Capella's got nothing else left here to do on that construction ship. We could move him over, just have him set here at Epsilon, surveying that area. When they're finished at Ross 154, I'm going to send that. Who is that? Brianna back over here to Altar and let her do these as well. Go ahead and survey those territories. So everything's looking good so far. Maxwell Foster got a mining. Peace between the Vulcans and the Orion Trade Syndicate. Let's pause because Ross 154 is finished. So let's go ahead and get Brianna over here to Altar. Survey that system. We'll get this construction ship to put in a outpost there. Andorian was given association status to the Star Partnership, the Deltian Union. Archer's only got 4 orders left there. They got a good amount at Alpha Centauri. It's going to take a while before we get through those. Like I said, the conference is right here at 424, so we can do it here without a problem. More traffic control. Let's get this shuttle pod fixed up. That's all taken care of now. Don't have a need for another construction ship just yet. Terra Nova's got some work that needs to be done. All right, let's get Terra Nova's. Let's do this real quick. Dreams of a Blue Planet. 5 members of the United Earth Committee for Martian Affairs slip quietly into a small room on Primus Station Dome. Minutes from the previous sessions are read before an aide serves the committee chairperson a datapad. These are the findings of the committee. The Mars Initiative has made great strides. However, the project is still in infancy. Mars has already changed under the assault of the comets captured by the Veteran Array. So far, just over 10% of our goals have been met. This is Terra Nova. We need to do another job here. What do we need? Let's get fusion reactors. So Terra Nova is now taken care of. Sir, shouted one of the ex-paleobotanists further down the cave. They were located 2 kilometers below the Martian surface, not far from the edges of the Gamma crater. The entire cave formation was only revealed recently after an especially rough quake that followed a comet strike brought down the covering walls. The geological structure immediately attracted the attention of the local science team because the cave held trace element of an especially important molecule, water. Paul Boone, the leader of the Martian Terraforming Initiative, followed the call deeper inside the cave. A small group of researchers were crouched near the small tapering pillar, whispering excitedly. As he grew closer, he could see the beam of light illuminating a small, shallow pool of water covered by organic-looking metallic sheen. Biologists were moving their tricorders again and again. There, in the briny water, were millions of fossilized insects, evidence that Mars did carry life once upon a time. Alright, so we're going to have a lot of stuff popping up Mars with this initiative going on. Excuse me, they're going to be finding a lot of things come up. Alright, on to our next. Let's get that tractor beam. That's one thing I can definitely remember from early childhood is Star Trek ships with tractor beams. Alright, first fleet is ready for another upgrade. Second fleet, we can go ahead and put Mr. Trip Tucker in place once I get him hired. Why is it not giving? Oh, there he is right there. Okay, the picture's messed up for some kind of reason there. Looked like a woman with long hair, and I wasn't looking at the name. Alright, let's get administration covered. Surveying. Almost done here at Wolf 424. Council agenda is ready. Evolving society. Give and take. Let's do this one here, open arms. The first fleet is currently under AJ Robinson. If you guys remember from the show Enterprise in the first couple of episodes, it was a competition basically it was up for grabs, I guess you could say, between Archer and Robinson as who was going to be the first captain of the Enterprise. Let's send this guy up here to get the starbase built. Now, Do I want to go ahead and do this? I still got 1,233 days. So I'd like to go ahead and get this one surveyed. That's 20. Sheesh. That's ridiculous having that many damn places to search in one solar system. But I mean, it's really not. If you think about it, currently right now that we know of, I think there's somewhere around the 30 moons around Jupiter, and there are like 40 to 50 moons around Saturn. Could be off on those numbers, probably a little bit more than that on both cases, but that's already an outrageous amount as it is. Kind of crazy. Okay, so the Vulcans grabbed this area, so let's go ahead and jump down to this next little spot here to survey. It's like the Vulcans grabbed it, and this is, who is, I'm not sure. Okay, that's the Orion Trade Syndicate there. Trade Union, I should say, not Syndicate. Alright, construction at 154. Is he finished? He is. I can go ahead and send in a Wolf 424. Our researchers cleared out the shuttle pods. Let's go ahead and get Duranium Forge. And our traditions have knocked out one completely now. So now we can get an Ascension pack. Ascension perk. Instead of going through all these and getting you guys all confused and, you know, jumbled up on what we're going to do, we're just going to go ahead and do the fleet maneuvers, because it does make a massive effect as far as our fleet goes. But we can't really unlock the things that I really want until we unlock at least one Ascension perk first. Alright, that's the Ryza hegemony that we just run into. So if you remember, of course, you hear a lot about it in next gen, but Ryza is like a big place for tourism and vacation spots, kind of like going to Hawaii or Fiji or Bora Bora. This is the place to go. So it's kind of good that we did find it. Hopefully we'll be able to survey it all and be able to at least put a outpost in that area. Tucker has his 2 ships. Let's go ahead and get those guys upgraded along with Robinson's. I need to send him over there. So let's cancel that movement and send him over here, because he might be unlocking that spot. We need to go ahead and put an outpost in that location. So in this video, we're basically getting ourselves set up, getting our borders controlled and everything, getting pretty much everything that we need inside of our borders taken care of. Earth needs an upgrade on the main central building. We're upgrading to a regional capital from an administrative complex. That's immigration. I'm not really worried about that. We have a star base now at Wolf 242 or 424. I'm jacking all kind of stuff up. Get these mining stations knocked out. Alpha Centauri is still working on getting theirs surveyed. Ryza system is being surveyed. Let's see how much we have left on our conference meeting. Another 900 days still. So Sol Star Base has finished both the San Francisco shipyards and the trade depot. Well, that's a good thing we have that. Let's go ahead and build those 2, and we're going to build one more for AJ Robinson's fleet as well. 4 NX class ships in both the first fleet and the second. Yada yada yada. New faction has popped up. It's just a faction within the government of the United Federation. Research for administration is taken care of. Let's get that Mako development, or do we want fleet command? Let's do Mako development, because we have plenty of time on fleet command. Fleet command, if you look right here, is the second number. We can only have 75 total in. That fleet command said plus 50, so it made it 125. And let's see okay, we have this system over here. Do have a smaller alien race inside of it, meaning a less developed. They're warp capable, but they're pre-flight. They're pre-FTL. So let's have them come in and build a space station there. In the meantime, we are going to have you go back and upgrade your ship. Archers down to 15 orders. They have 2. Uranium Forge is complete. Let's build the buttress Core support hub. Let's see how much time we got on the conference. About 770 days. Archer found anomaly. We'll leave that one be for right now. Tractor beam is now completed. Let's go ahead and get our synchronized defenses researched as well. Andorians and the Vulcans are claiming a rivalry against each other, which is not good. Unusual activity. For several weeks now, United Earth Security has been attempting to trace a series of illegal database hacks. The intrusions seem to have one thing in common. They all targeted locations known to store classified historical information on the eugenics wars of the late 20th century, where genetically augmented humans nearly claimed total domination over the Earth. Why someone would want to dig up the ghost of the past remains unknown. Okay, so this is a little thing that we're going to have to deal with as well. Construction complete at Wolf 2-4. Distress call detected originating at Coriolis. We'll dispatch rescue mission for that. Where is that at? Well, good thing I have a science ship right there in the vicinity, huh? Distress call. Arriving at the source of the distress call near Coriolis 8 has come across a freighter and Earth Cargo Services under attack by the Xindi Primate pirates. As I've told you guys before, please do not murder me for these names. I suck at this stuff. Okay? So while the Xindi Primate ships did not respond to hails, Captain of the freighter appears on the USS Patros. View screen, disabled and injured. Thank you for answering distress call, Captain. We've been chased halfway across the system by these pirates. We're carrying duranium ore. They must be after it. Is armed for its own defense. It's not clear whether it would be sufficient to fend off the Xindi Primate pirates. Let's cover the freighter's retreat. Damn it. While the freighter's Mirage weaponry stood little chance against the Xindi Primates alone, together, two ship vessels were able to disable the lead pirate ship, creating an opening for the vessels to jump to warp. Unfortunately, as the freighter activated its warp drive, damage sustained in the engagement triggered a failure in the vessel's antimatter storage units, destroying both itself and several pirate corvettes. The remaining pirates quickly scattered. On arriving at the Coriolis system, Captain Madaki reported her failure to defend the Earth Cargo Service vessel to command. Shit. Okay, that sucks, but it happens. Alright, so we've got the space station here built now. Let's go ahead and get the observation post built. That way we can get the research station and mining stations knocked out. Next. This is for the Prime Minister. We're going to stick with Samuels because he is doing good, and I don't want Archer coming off the Enterprise just yet. I don't want to lose him. So we're going to go ahead and boost up the support for Samuels, so that hopefully that will win him the re-election. Alright, the research station orbiting my Cassiopeia 3 has gone silent, missing several scheduled check-ins. Unknown to the public, the station is one of the two across United Earth space, still carrying frozen embryos of genetically augmented humans. These remains from the eugenic wars have been kept hidden for over a century, though now it appears that secrecy has been undone. Send a military team to investigate Cold Stations. Let's go check that out. Cold Stations military ship in 711 days. That's down here near Terra Nova. And Tripp's fleet, who is currently still building another ship. We're going to get Robertson's crew, or his, the first fleet upgraded and send them down there to help out Tucker. Andorians have increased their area of control. Alright, that will be on our observation post. So we're going to do the research station, which is the physics research, and then the mining for that mineral there. We did get to keep Samuels. He was re-elected. Re-elected as Prime Minister of United Earth. Captain Malcolm Reed has joined us. Good. So now we have Reed to help us command some of our fleets. And we already pretty much know where he will be going. I'm going to send Janwu, the scientist, over here in the Europa to finish up this area where Archer is currently surveying. and send, when he gets over in that area, I'll send Archer back to the Babel 1 conference. Let's go ahead and move our construction ship in to put an outpost in there at Alpha Centauri. The Ryza system is on its last survey in the area. More research. That's our support hub. The fusion torpedo taken care of. When the Europa heads off from 424, we will send them on. The awareness of the Nobian Union Novicotis system has increased too. You remember Phlox from, what was it, Voyager? No, because they had the EMH. Phlox from Enterprise with Archer and Tucker, Malcolm Reed, was a doctor from the Denoblian homeworld. Alright, so our fleet at Sol has been fully upgraded. Let's send them AJ Robinson down and see how he does against this. Alright, what system survey? Okay, that was the Ryza system there. Yup. Let's go ahead and send our ship down to the next system. Research for the Mako detachment is finished, and let's go do some military training. Alright, so the Europa is there. We need to get Archer and the Enterprise back to 4-2. Nope. I'm just going to have you move there because I don't want you doing any anomalies. I need you to go over here to Babel 1. Wait a minute, is it saying military? It is saying military. Okay. Archer, you're going to survey the system. You can come over here and survey that system. Oh, lordy. Can we catch him in time? Let's catch him and send him over to do this. And then we'll send him down to the coal stations. Hopefully he can jump on that Babel 1 conference pretty quickly. Get it knocked out. We do have Tucker's group. We'll go ahead and we're gonna upgrade Tucker's group, and we'll send him to the cold stations down at Moe Caspe. AJ Robinson is heading up to Wolf to take care of that. System survey complete. We got a lot of stuff going on. Altair is completed. System survey. Kowalski, I think is how I say. I'm not 100% sure on that. We'll send them up. Alpha Centauri. Let's cancel that. I just want you to go ahead and get the stations. We can always come back with the construction ships later on and grab these things up, fill them up. I want to make sure that we get everything, the station and everything put together first. Could be a good one there. We should have time to do the mining station at least. Fleet upgraded. What about our main fleet? They're upgraded. No, they're not. Why are they not completely upgraded? What the hell's going on? Cold stations. Is Robertson already? Yeah, he's already done the Babel 1 conference. Okay. We know Robertson can't make it down here in 238 days. Not with these slow warp vessels that we have. So let's send Tucker in. Hopefully this is going to be a good enough hit for Tucker to and win this if we have to fight or anything of that nature. Gotta stay on this Mars, the terraforming with the Veteran array. You got to keep going back every time something pops up saying, oh, you got this much done or this much is going on. You got to go back into it and make sure that you go ahead and select the decision to keep it going. And you have to do it every time until it is finished. It sucks, but it's also a way to kind of keep the game and computer from taking up too much of your supplies without you being actually ready for it. The Trill and the Betazoids are doing good. The Andorians got a good push out in the space. Logan's good. Look like they got hemmed up here by the Orions. The summit is underway and the decisions are intense. Subject turns to discussions and old rivalries and grievances. Relations between Vulcan, Andor, and Tellar have fluctuated over the years, and many consider Earth too young to be trusted. How can peace be built with such history? Oh, Lord. It's time to put these old rivalries aside. Where everyone starts off with basically zeros across the board as far as bad or good when it comes to relationships. So that's good if they had a bad relationship. It's bad if they had good relationships already. Thanks to the intense negotiations, real progress has been made and a major breakthrough has been reached. The question remains, is it time to build trust and look at each other in a positive light, or do we forge ahead alone? Let's forge a new future together. The conference comes to an end with all sides weary of its new direction but optimistic. Perhaps the time to cement the deal with a secure coalition draws near and we can look towards the future together. Let's propose an alliance. We haven't done this before. Every time we've ever done this, we've always kind of put it off. But I think we're secure enough right now in our space and with those around us. I didn't mean for it to do that, to jump off and go to the next one. But here we are. This is the augmented realities. This is Tucker. Having arrived at the research station orbiting Cassiopeia 3, it is quickly apparent that all is not well on the station. Several hull breaches are detected. A number of bodies float dead alongside the station. As the security team prepares to board the station, proximity alerts trigger. Vessels of an alien design swarm from their position on the far side of the station, weapons engaged. All right, red alert, folks, red alert. We got a fight going on. All right, like I said, this is Trip Tucker. He is in command of these 4 NX class cruisers. All right, and we're still paused because now we're going back to the coalition of planets. All right, the government of United Earth backed on Earth has approved a proposal to form an interstate alliance of like-minded governments across the Alpha and Beta quadrants. This alliance will be the first steps to bringing peace and security to the powers involved. Each government will need to vote on the process, and the conference will reconvene in 10 days to decide on their future. Invite these members: Andorians, Vulcans, and Tellarites. All right, so let's check out this hostile fleet engagement. It's still doing this. Is doing the alliance. Following on from the success of the Babel conference, the ambassadors and representatives from each of the major powers have drawn up a proposal to form an interstate alliance for mutual protection and assurance. Signing this agreement will mean termination of any existing agreements and commitment to joining the coalition of planets. This may open the way to further strengthen this relationship. We are going to vote yes and jump to this combat. Our ships are holding out pretty well so far. History record that on this day, the governments of the United Earth and the Confederacy of Sirach signed a treaty of federation. As founding members of the coalition of planets, they will now face the future as firm allies. A new galactic union will serve as a shining example to the rest of the galaxy of all that can be accompanied by working together. All right, so that's the Vulcans and United Earth. All right, today, a momentous day. The major powers in the Alpha and Beta quadrants have formed a strategic alliance with the goal of tackling issues together and securing the safety of United Earth, the Confederacy of Sirach, which are the Vulcans, Andorian Empire, and the Tellarite. Now we are fighting off these augmented stolen birds of prey here. Look like we're holding out pretty good. Got a lot going on across the top. We'll take care of that in a minute. We'll fund the medical exchange. We'll loan them a doctor. I think Janwu was on one of our research ships. Let's give him that. Give him Janwu. And we'll check all this out once we get this taken care of. Looks like it's going to go through fairly well. All right, so we are receiving a distress call from the USS Stellaris. The ship appears to have been attacked whilst on routine mission. At this stage, we have no view of who carried out this attack. We must first secure our ship and secure our people. Make sure our people are okay. There's a lot going on right now. Offer association status. Yes, to the Denoblians, of course. I'm trying to... Alright, so this fight here is over. We've beaten off this augmented... the enemy fleet, which attacked the research station orbiting Mile Cassiopeia the 3, has been destroyed. Attempts to recover survivors have provided a number of potential candidates in the records, which must now be investigated. So we did discovery first. So what do we do next? Frontier will give colonial development speed at 100%. Adaptability, pop housing usage goes down. Let's do that. Let's do Frontier. I think that's going to help us in the long run. All right, so let's check out our situation line. We have a couple things that we need to take care of. We have an admiral here that needs to go check on that ship that was attacked, the USS Tigris. And then we have another issue with cold stations, and they want a scientist there. So we're just going to have them go back and upgrade The Earth fleet returned for upgrade as well. Archer's almost through that research, or with that survey in that system. They are building, the construction ship here is building a space station on Alta. So we're going to stick around down here with this construction ship just because it seems like we might be able to grab a few more systems down here. Some of the other people are not pushing too much in the game to get down that direction. And we need to send the science officer down here to research cold stations. Now some more research knocked out. Let's go with the pulse phase cannon. Made a coalition of planets. The only one that really jumped on it. Well, no, we're all part of it.
Is this correct?
United Earth, Andorians, and the Tellarite are all part of this coalition. So I want to go ahead and get research migration and commercial agreements with any of these folks that we do not already have it with.
Always walk cautiously under the ice.
Right now it's just immigration and research.
He's suffering from paranoia.
I'm assuming everything else we've already got. Can't establish an embassy. I don't know why we don't have an embassy already with the Betazoids. We do have one with the Trill already. They are in a coalition with the Betazoids. Let me see. The Noblians, they have association status. We just gave them that. So let's go ahead and... Nope, we got to have better relations with them yet. Alright, so observation post built on Ryza. Alright, augmented realities. The debris contains a number of computer cores relatively unscathed from the destruction of an enemy fleet. Engineering teams have been able to quickly piece together that the fleet was being commanded by a group calling themselves the Khanet. Apparent reference to Khan Noonien Sung, the late 20th century's Great Khanet. A group of genetically engineering human augments was seeking to acquire more embryos preserved from the eugenic war to bolster their numbers before striking out to claim a world of their own. The destruction of their stolen alien fleet seems to have ended these ambitions. Alright, so we got a disaster averted. So that's good. That's taken care of. We still... Alright, so our fleet was just upgraded here. So we're going to send Tucker out on this mission where one of our ships was attacked. And we'll see what that's going to bring about. It actually attacked our construction ship right here. Alright folks, so that's going to be it. We're going to send Tucker out on this mission. So when we come back next time, we'll be jumping right in on that and seeing what all this is about while our construction ship was attacked. But until then, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe, and we will see you guys next time.